Hey beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to my little corner of the interwebs. Happy Makeup Monday and most importantly, Happy New Year. So surprisingly, Makeup Monday falls on literally the new year. So I just wanted to tell you guys Happy New Year. Thank you so much for rocking with me through all of 2023. And I am so excited for 2024 because it's gonna be a good one. Well, you know what? Let me stop. I am gonna manifest it. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a great one. I am really excited for new beginnings, and seeing where this channel goes and how it grows, and so happy that you guys are gonna be on this journey with me. Now, if this is your first time watching me, Makeup Mondays is basically when I'm supposed to upload my new makeup releases video. Is it always consistent? No ma'am, but we be trying. So for today's video, I'm going to go through all of the new makeup releases, tell you guys how I'm feeling about them for the most part, and then I also like to share my thoughts on how these products will kind of progress price-wise. Particularly so I can share any tips on like how to get them at the best deals, whether or not you should wait for a sale, how soon I think a sale is going to come, all of that fun jazz. So if that sounds like something you are interested in and want to hear more of, just keep on watching and make sure you hit that subscribe button because that's kind of what we talk about on this channel. Makeup prices, sales, not getting scammed, all that fun jazz in the realm of indie, high-end, and luxury makeup. Now, I'm going to go ahead and scooch over to the right, and then I'll insert pictures here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And I'll be going through Makeup on Your Radar's page because Jamie's my girl, and she has all of the deets on sort of the entire, entire beauty market. Everything from mainstream and luxury all the way to indie. So, let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, I feel like things might have slowed down a bit because I don't feel like I've seen a ton of new releases, or it could just be that I have just been kind of out of it because y'all know, when it comes to all these new makeup releases, I'm just done. So, I don't know if it's just I'm seeing less because there are less releases, or if it's just because I have personally checked out and don't want to be involved. But we'll see. Let's go ahead and dive in. So, we have a new skincare product from Pharmacy. This is their Resurfacing Acid Serum. I don't know what this is. Ooh, $60. Is that? I feel like skincare shouldn't be that expensive, but that's just me. And I have my skincare routine down, so I'm not trying to add anything new. What I did see come out, or sneak peek, and what is probably gonna be mine, is that, it's coming soon. So this is the new foundation from Bare Minerals. It's called Bare Pro. It has 24-hour wear. Who is wearing that foundation for 24 hours? Like, that's such a problem. It's described as a matte liquid foundation, which makes me excited because I feel like everyone was kind of on this dewy trend, wanting to be hydrated and glowy. And for us oily girls or oily leaning girls, we don't want to look like we could fry break on our forehead. Like, that's not cute. So I'm glad that we're seeing a trend of like the matte looks coming back, especially like matte complexion. Like, I'm not saying we have to look dry and parched and dehydrated, but I'm saying that not all of us want to look glowy or dewy. So I'm glad that this is a matte foundation, which is why I think I want to pick it up. So it does say 24-hour wear. Nobody should be wearing a foundation for 24 hours. It says that it has SPF 20 in it, which is going to be interesting to see what that looks like, because sometimes that can affect like how deeper complexions show up. So I don't know, y'all, but clearly there's a little bit of skincare in there, and there's supposed to be 40 shades, which not bad at all. Now this comes out on the 3rd on Good Rewards. I don't even know who that is. On the 4th, it'll be available on bareminerals.com and Amazon. It'll come out on the 21st at Ulta and on the 22nd at Sephora at Kohl's. Not just the regular Sephora. I guess maybe. We'll see. There is no price just yet, so hopefully this is in the affordable range. But Bare Minerals is one of those brands that I think does really good complexion products that just kind of flies under the radar. I'm not sure why, but it just kind of like smooths on, sails on by. So I'm interested in it. I wonder if others are, but I am. Y'all know how I feel about those Bare Mineral bronzers. They are bomb.com, so definitely intrigued. What else is on here? So I see some sets from Fresh. Don't care. Laura Mercier has a new concealer, it looks like. 16-hour wear, supposed to be crease proof and have hydration and serums infused in it and whatnot. $33. That's a lot. lot for a concealer. I feel like that's the price of Pat McGrath concealer. Is Laura Mercier Pat McGrath quality level? I don't know, but no thank you. It's gonna be a no for me. So Sonia G is restocking a couple of her brushes, the mini Niji and the mini buffer. Do I have those? I have one of her mini sets. I don't know which one, but Sonia G brushes are bomb.com. Like, you can't go wrong with a Sonia G brush, but I feel like those are an investment, so you gotta like save. But when you buy them, you're like good. You don't need, you know, like you're set for life, because they truly are an investment as long as you take care of them. So Beauty Moon Cosmetics, which I believe is a UK-based indie brand, has the, what is this called? Boudica. That's probably wrong, but Warrior Princess palette. These shades don't look bad. I hate this packaging. So you get 6 mattes, 3 shimmers, 3 multichromes. This packaging bothers me. Just, I don't know this brand. And I don't see a price, but okay. So the floral tag, who are they? Is this an indie fragrance brand? But they have a Capricorn perfume coming out. The reason I'm interested in this, or thinking twice about this, is because I'm a Capricorn, so, but I don't know who they are. And the packaging is so nondescript, it kind of looks like this is an indie brand. So the fragrance is inspired by the floral tag founder's birthday. Garnet birthstones, boozy fruit cocktails, decadence, and a fresh beginning to a new year. It has scents of bittersweet blood orange, wild strawberries, fresh strawberry jam, juicy pomegranates, and an intoxicating whiskey element to top it off. I have no idea who Floral Tag is, and I don't think I want to dig any further. Ooh, Guerlain has a new fragrance, Cheval Blanc. It has notes of bergamot, fig, iris, sandalwood, and white musk. I love fig fragrances. I don't know, something about it is so nice. You know who had one of those back in the day? Well, I don't think they sell it anymore. But Laura Mercier had a fig fragrance that was amazing. I emptied that all the way out. It was a good one. I don't know, I feel like I don't see a lot of fig in fragrances anymore. I'm gonna skip through the rest of these fragrances because I don't need no fragrances. The Sonia G brushes did restock for a little bit, and I think there's gonna be another restock. Did y'all get it in the first restock? I don't, like, by the time I clicked, it was all gone. But these are also, again, shapes that I am not interested in, and there's another Sonia G set that's on my wish list, so that's gonna be a hard pass for me before because I gotta get that other set before. What is interesting though is Shall We Makeup has a Wolfa palette coming. I think that's Wolfa. W-U-L-F-A. Is that like a thing? Like a mythic creature or something? Either way, this is beautiful. It's 5 shades, 2 mattes, 3 shimmers. I really like the Shall We formula, and what I like about their products is that they typically offer a full size and a mini, and the mini is usually quite significant if you have a large collection. So I haven't seen a mini version of this, but I hope there is one because it would be super duper cute. And I would prefer a mini version. And their packaging tends to be really nice. Like, I think that they offer really unique packaging. The last ones that they had like this sort of metal medallion on them that was so cool. So I don't know, I'm gonna keep a lookout. I don't know what they haven't like listed a price or anything for this, but it's stunning. Ooh, this is pretty. Flower Nose. Is that the name of the brand? Flower Nose. And nose as in like KN, not like in like nose as anatomy. But this is giving like Florasis. This is pretty. I've never heard of this brand before, but you know, they got some eyeshadow palettes, beautiful handheld mirror. Ooh, 2 handheld mirror. One of these is pink. That pink is pretty. Oh, there's a blue one. Oh, there are 3 sets. Sorry, I'm just like swiping and figuring out that there's more. Now, I'm not seeing what they look like on the inside, but these are quite beautiful on the outside. They're giving Florasis in terms of design, so we'll see. I guess it's going to be available on January 10th. But I need to see the inside to see if it's just aesthetically pleasing on the outside or if the inside matches. You know, does the curtain match the drapes? Is that the same? Maybe. So ColourPop, who's still around, I completely forgot about them. They have a new release. This is their Stay Golden palette. Is this a re-release? I don't know, but it's a warm neutral palette. Does this mean warm neutrals are coming back? Let me know, you guys. This is not going to stand out. I find this to be a very interesting release for ColourPop because I feel like they've been silent pretty much all year, like crickets. And then they give us this, the most like basic neutral palette ever. It's quite weird. It's $24. I think you can get it at ColourPop and at Ulta. So it's going to be available on Ulta on the 7th, which is my birthday, 7th of January. Like, and the packaging looks so cheap. I mean, granted, they've never given us, like, crazy packaging, but this is just, like... I almost scrolled past this because I didn't even realize this was ColourPop. Like, what? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so this is going to be a no. Hard no. And even looking at the swatches of this, like, at least the first 4 or 5 shades on that dark arm look icy as hell and unusable on my complexion. So we have 5 shades that I wouldn't be able to use at all, making this kind of not even worth it for me. So even at $24. Then next up we have the Beautylish Lucky Bags. Did anyone buy these? I thought about getting one, and you know, I wasn't feeling lucky, so I decided to skip it because the thing about these Lucky Bags is that you really don't know what you're gonna get. And given that I'm somebody who has a very large makeup collection, I feel like there's a high likelihood that I'm gonna get repeats of products that I already own, which I don't want to have to go through the hassle now of then trying to sell products that I already own. Like, the only reason that I kind of wanted this is because last year people got either individual Sonia G brushes or like full Sonia G brush sets. That's the only thing that I think was actually worth it from the Lucky Bag. And when I tell you it's flipping a coin to see if you get a Sonia G brush, you might as well buy the brush on your own. So it felt like a bit of a big risk for me. And I think the last mystery thing I did was the Adept mystery box, and we all saw how that went. So I was like, okay. I mean, I literally had it in my cart, and then I was like, don't do it, girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. So I skipped that. But let me know if you guys ended up picking it up. Skipping a couple things, I want to get to this one. So Natasha Denona released a mini of the Dream palette. I do think that these might all just be, like, all of the matte shades in here, not matte, sorry, all of the eyeshadow shades are existing shades from the palette, I believe. So it's 4 new tones and textures in the same color scheme. So these are all new shades. Good to know. But not new enough and not distinct enough. Like, this is a peachy neutral palette. I've never liked these mini palettes because I don't use them, so I don't think that this is worth it for me. And if you already have the full size, do you really need this? Maybe, if you like something smaller to travel. And there's also this blush, which is kind of an ingredient. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I think it's meant to be either you mix it all together to get a glowy blush, or you stick to like the matte sides to get like a matte blush. Either way, the blush kind of looks too light for me. And looking at it swatched on the deep arm, I still kind of hold true to that. On the medium arm, it looks better. And I'm probably closer to the medium than to the deep. But I'm kind of in between that medium and deep arm. So I don't know if that's actually going to look good on someone of my complexion. But hey. The mini blush is $20. The palette is $27. I like those prices. I think more brands need to like do mini things with those prices. Just saying. Okay, we already talked about, I think, the Playing Makeup by Yolanda palette. I just think that this is so beautiful. It keeps on catching my eye. And everything in me wants to buy this, but everything in me knows not to. You know, like the shimmer shades look quite similar to each other. except for that one like green shade. Like Clever is that one green shade that looks like green, and then you have all of the other shimmer shades look very, very similar. So I'm gonna mind my business over here. So this was new and kind of random. Notoriously Morbid released their Season of the Witch palette. I feel like they didn't even advertise this. It's just that one day it was like, we releasing a new palette tomorrow. Do I want this? Yes. But here's the thing. This looks like a Christmas palette, and Christmas is done. Like, it has greens and reds, so it feels very Christmassy. We are into 2024, so I think seasonally wise, this is not exactly one that I'm reaching for. And I still think that they are on like timeout until they figure out what's going on with their shipping. Like, people waiting 2 months for a palette when you did not say that it would be a 2-month timeline. That's a pre-order. I'm not doing that no more. So until I have heard that those issues have been resolved and people have been getting their products in a timely fashion, I think as a brand, they're just going to sit in timeout for a little bit for me. Either way, this is $34.99 and it is quite beautiful. If you think you'll wear this year round, I think it's pretty, but just not right now. Not right now for me. So MAC Cosmetics has a new Love Struck Luck collection. They always do these things. They always end up at the CCO for like 50% off. So definitely don't feel like you need to pick this up at launch, because you will probably definitely get it on sale. And I would recommend waiting. Charlotte Tilbury is releasing their Queen of Luck quad. The Charlotte Tilbury quads piss me off so much because they are so expensive for so little product. Like, if you were to do a gram, like, cost per gram breakdown of the Charlotte Tilbury quads, you would be livid, because these quads are $55. I have quite a number of them, I'll admit that. I bought all of them on either Mercari or Poshmark for at least 50% off, which I think is still overpriced. And if you have any of our other quads, you don't need this one. This is browns. Like, this is not even a unique color story. This is the first quad we've gotten in what, maybe 2 years, and this is the color she gave Charlotte. Now, I know I love me some beauties, but this is what you gonna give us? Ma'am, come on now. So Tarte is giving us on the go, the Glamazon to go eyeshadow palette. It's a 5-pan eyeshadow palette, $29. This is cute. The format's pretty, but I mean, I haven't bought a Tarte eyeshadow palette in so long. But let me know, y'all. Wait, no, I did buy that Manita palette that they had released that everyone went crazy over. Was it Manita? I think it was Manita. And I decluttered it. I used it once. It was hella flaky. I did not like it. I did not love it. I'm not gonna lie. It was not good. So I decluttered it, like, almost immediately after I used it. But, yeah. So Kiehl's has a moisturizer for acne-prone skin. It has salicylic acid in there, and I think some niacinamide. Did I see that? Yeah. So it has 1.2% salicylic acid and 2% niacinamide to reduce acne and prevent future breakouts. No, that's a nice combination. I love me some niacinamide. Salicylic acid does not do anything for my skin because I get cystic acne, so whatever there, but good niacinamide really helps to brighten the skin tone and even things out. Ooh, $42. Okay, so this perfume, the Tom Ford Vanilla Sex perfume, it's supposed to be warm and spicy. It has notes of vanilla tincture. Oops. Tincture. That is definitely not how that's pronounced. Vanilla Absolute and sandalwood. And I was like, ooh, because the price is like between $250 to $395. Yeah, that's normal for Tom. I feel like I've heard people like this and heard people not like this. But the people I've heard that don't like this tend to prefer fruitier, more foody kind of smells, and I feel like that's not what Tom Ford is known for. Tom Ford gives a lot of, in my opinion, quite unisex fragrances that lean a little bit more masculine, a little bit more musky, which is just honestly the family that I sit in. So I feel like I would like this because I do prefer something that's a little bit more unisex, a little bit more masculine, a little bit more musky. So I really, really want to smell this. And I'm hoping it comes to the CCO because I'll probably pick it up there. Ooh, this is nice. So Charlotte Tilbury is apparently coming to Ulta Beauty starting in February of this year. So, okay. I mean, does Sephora have anything exclusive anymore? And I'm just saying, the Sephora rewards program doesn't even compare to Ulta. So they better watch their back. Because not only does Ulta have Fenty and Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona. Do they have? I think they do have Natasha. But now they have Charlotte Tilbury. They have Dior. They have Chanel. Like, Sephora doesn't even have Chanel Beauty. And, like, if I could get Chanel Beauty at Ulta plus get points on it, hella with it. So, Sephora, why are we still shopping at you? Just asking for a friend. And speaking of another brand coming to Ulta Beauty, Ulla Hendrickson is going to be at Ulta, starting today, January 1st. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Is there anything else worth talking about? Honestly, nothing else. Oh, wait, hold up. No, Nomad Cosmetics is sneak peeking their new eyeshadow palette. Ooh. So it's going to start, the guessing game starts January 8th. So hopefully that means I have a PR package coming soon. This packaging is cute. It launches on the 16th. So, oh my god. I'm looking at just the outside of this, which I can barely see because it's covered in snowflakes. So I'm intrigued. I forgot about that. Okay, so that's it from Makeup on Your Radar. Now, I do want to mention this because I did see it and I was like, what are they smoking? Can I get some? And this is like not to call out any specific brand or anything. Like, please don't take it that kind of way. But I feel like this just reinforced my point that I was making. So, Saints and Angel Sinners, they have a new palette that's being released. It's in collaboration with Not Your Basic Steph, which is a creator on both Instagram and YouTube. This palette is beautiful. Let me just start there. Because when I saw it, I was like, oh my god. These shades, so pretty. And being the curious little me that I am, I was like, let me go to this website and check it out. This palette is $92. Yes, 92 American dollars. 92 USD. And when I tell you guys, I was like... And this is what I mean by... the indie community has lost their mind. Because while I think this is a stunning palette, you get, what is it, 3, 6, 24 shades, 6 mattes, and then we have 18 multi-chromes, dual chromes, whatever you want to call it. You can't tell me this palette's worth $92. First of all, the packaging is definitely not a $92 packaging palette, right? And you cannot convince me that even if these are magnetic pans and that there's a mirror in there, that this is a $92 palette. Come on, y'all. Like, come on, brands. I need y'all to... I need us to be really, really effing for real at this point, because this is too much. And I wanted to end on this specifically, even though this was not featured on Jamie's page. And I know that this brand has had a lot of controversy surrounding it, none of which I even know what the details are, because I could care less to dig into it. But because I saw this and I saw the price, I was like, this is exactly what I mean when I say indie brands have lost their mind. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way. Now, I'm going to end it here because I don't think that there's anything else worth talking about. So let me quickly scooch back into the middle and we'll just wrap up this video. So, I mean, this is how we start in the year. The brands are still going strong. They're going to continue to release. I'm hoping that we will see some sort of light bulb go off, some kind of pivot in the brands, both in terms of, one, how much they're releasing, because I do think that it is beginning to slowly become very apparent that we are all overwhelmed and they're doing too much. But also, too, in sort of the pricing of their products. I get it. We are in a place where everything in the economy is, like, significantly more expensive than what it was before. Like, everything has gone up. But I still am not convinced that the markups on these beauty products are warranted. I still am convinced that there's a lot of price gouging and in some ways scamming going on in the beauty market, which is again why I have made like such a drastic decision to be like, peace. And like I said, I'm not leaving all brands behind. Actually, if you're watching this, there will be a video coming this week in collab with one of my dearest friends where I'm going to be talking about my priority brands of 2024, because in sort of making the decision to step away from or step back from the indie community, I've really spent some time kind of evaluating what are the brands that are going to be the brands that I prioritize and focus on in this new year. And it's kind of like, you know, a mix of like, what are the things that you guys are interested in seeing? What do you want to see me do reviews on or first impressions on? And also like, what are the brands that I think are actually fair and aren't scamming us? Because I can't continue to give my good hard-earned money and support brands that I don't think are being very good, very fair, very genuine, very honest. All of those things, I can't bring myself to do it. So that's kind of where my priority brands video is going to be going in a couple of days. So if you are interested in seeing that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I will be doing a sort of follow-up to like my priority brands of 2023, so because I did do this last year as well and I talked about the brands then, so this is kind of going to be like, you know, then to know what has changed, who's gotten kicked off the list and who's gotten added kind of thing. So there's that. So hit that subscribe button if you want to see that video coming this week, and leave a note in the comments below, like, how are you feeling about the new makeup releases? Are you guys kind of done? I know that, you know, January is often a month where a lot of us are like putting our credit cards to rest, giving it a break because we've been shopping for so long. So let me know if you're looking to buy anything in January, or if you are at the point where you're like, I'm gonna low buy for this month and I just need a break. So put that in the comments below, and as always, leave an orange heart if you don't want to comment. You know, we are starting the new year, we're gonna keep this going. Like, I get it, commenting takes a lot of work and most of us are busy, so if you don't want to like leave a long comment, orange hearts are always welcome. Anyways, thank you guys so very much for watching, for supporting. I cannot wait for this new year and what we're all going to do in 2024. So we got this, guys. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be good. As always, thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.